Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to tell you a little story, and this is a family that we've been speaking to for about a year, and we recently had a face-to-face with the parents and one of the siblings, another adult child, about their son. Okay, he's 40 years old. He has been suffering with substance use and mental health disorders since his early 20s. So this has been going on for a long time. And this is probably the second or third conversation we've had with him. And the conversation that I had with him just recently, and the advice I gave them, was that we need to file for guardianship. Okay? And that was the same advice I gave them 6 months ago and a year ago, that they need to file for guardianship, because in order to get control of an out of control situation, to make sure that this adult child goes to treatment in a clinically appropriate facility, stays there long enough, takes his medications, so you have access to his medical records, so you can see what's going on, so you can control his finances, because he's got access to money, which he could use obviously to run away or be taken advantage of. In order to get control of that situation, you're going to need to file for guardianship. Now, one of the tools that we love to use is the guardianship process. Why? Because it gives you so much control of an out of control situation. But the family has been reluctant to do it. And I know, like many families, they're uncomfortable with the idea of going to court, standing on the opposite side of the courtroom to their adult child. And they're hoping, they're praying that somehow, almost mystically, magically, things are going to change. Okay? And I always tell families, I know you're uncomfortable, but recovery, which is a journey, not a destination, is a bit like remission from, say, cancer. Okay? It's a disease. It's a disease of the mind. Okay? And right now, while this looks like your loved one, sounds like them, walks like your loved one, that's not who's running the show. Their adult son is not running the show. The disease is. Their behavioral health disease is running the show. And what's been going on here is that the disease, as it does in many cases, is, for lack of a better word, and I apologize for my language, it is bullshitting the parents. Okay? And why is it doing that? Because it knows, the disease knows, that if this person goes to treatment, it could in theory be the end of the disease, right? We can get them into recovery. And so the disease is going to tell the family all kinds of things like, I'll go to treatment, but I won't stay. I'll take my medications, but at some point I'm going to stop. I won't use drugs anymore, but at some point I'm going to start to use drugs. Okay? And that's what's going on here, okay? And, right after we had our last conversation with the parents, one of the parents said to us, oh, he's had a breakthrough. He's going to go to treatment. If he goes, he's not going to stay long enough. Oh, well, he said he's going to take his medications now. If he does, he's going to stop. He's told us he's not going to drink anymore. He's not going to smoke marijuana anymore. He's going to continue to do so. And, even though he's paranoid and delusional, he said he's not experiencing any paranoia or delusions anymore. Yes, he is. Okay? And so this is the scenario. Okay? And, I used to, when a family used to say to us, well, I'm not willing to move forward yet, I'm not ready to move forward, I used to take it personally because, well, this is all I've done for the last 10 years. I stand back objectively and I say, it's okay. I get it. You're just not ready. And that's okay. It's a no judgment zone. This is right. This conversation, the conversation I have with the family, is a no judgment zone. We're here to give you options. And if you decide it's not right for you, or maybe they just don't like me, I don't know, I'm not the right lawyer, you get where I'm going with this, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. But at some point, if the family doesn't make the commitment, the decision to save this person, right, get the authority to save them from a court, something tragic will probably happen. I've seen it happen. I've had that conversation with the family a year after they called us and for whatever reason didn't move forward. That's heartbreaking. Or the state will step in. What do I mean by that? Well, people with behavioral health issues tend to do silly things. They drive drunk. They drive high. Right? They do something that gets them sucked into, the criminal justice system, or they get sucked into the mental health system. Now, this individual's been Baker acted in the past, and at some point, when you get Baker acted enough times, the state gets a court order to send you to a state hospital, and then you don't come back, right? Or if you do, I can tell you, I've had these conversations with families when their loved ones have been sent to a state hospital. Took about one flew over the cuckoo's nest, right? You don't want to go to a state hospital. You don't want your loved one going to a state hospital. So I just share that with you, okay? I hope you understand. I always come from a place of love, and I'm not judgmental. But at some point, if you don't step up and make the commitment, I'm just telling you what can happen. And at the end of the day, you'll decide what's right for your family. It's one of the pieces of advice I got from my late dad when it comes to making important decisions. But I want to share this with you. I'm hoping that this will register with a mom and dad out there, and you'll understand or appreciate that you're going to need to get control of the situation. Otherwise, this will continue, and the chaos will continue, and the sleepless nights will continue. And that's it. That's what I have to say to you. So if you have any comments or questions, please post in the comments to the video. Attached in the description for the video is a link to our brand new book all about the Marchman Act. You can go to marchmanactbook.com, or you can click on the link and you just put your name, your email address in, and it'll send you the book, and it's completely free, right? We wrote this for you so you can get the information about the Marchman Act. We're working on one for guardianship too, and the Baker Act. So please download the book. At the end of each chapter, and there's 9 of them, is a video which I made to talk to you about, what you've just read. So this information is for you. If there's an issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. Post in the comments. I'll make you a video, because if it's affecting your family, it's almost certainly affecting somebody else's, and this content's all about giving you information. Additionally, if you could, I would appreciate a thumbs up. It helps. It really does. It helps with the algorithm, which means more people see this, we can help more families. And if you want more of this content that I make every day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.